Hello class, today we will be talking about the Chinese swords which have continued to technologically advance from dynasty to dynasty. Swords have a long history in China due to their historic use. You can see on the screen a samurai who is holding a sword. Now I will show you the different swords throughout the different dynasties. And now I will show you the advancement of technology with this video. The type of metal used to create the swords depending on the time period. During the Shang period, bronze was used. Later, iron and steel swords appeared. The significance of sword making was due to how they were created. Swords were constructed by hand and were never casted. The Chinese later grouped the swords into two types, Zhan, meaning the sword was dual-edged, and the Dao, meaning the sword was single-edged. Dao blades were moderately curved and single-edged. This curve allowed them to be effective in the thrust used by warriors. The Dao sword was the primary sword of war used for slashing and chopping in China. The Dao was one of the four major weapons in war, which included the stick or shaft, the spear, and the Zhan sword. The Dao sword was referred to as the general of all weapons. During the Tang Dynasty, the Dao sword continued to advance. The Dao swords were used later in both Korea and Japan, and they were exported there. This influenced the swordsmiths of both nations. The blades of Tang are now the ancestors of Japanese swords. The creation and advancement of these Chinese swords led to the overall success during war. Swords became the #1 weapon during war and are now historic collector items. I hope you enjoyed the lesson on Chinese swords, and I hope to see you soon.